In the annals of history, Napoleon Bonaparte is renowned as a brilliant military strategist, a conqueror, and a leader whose ambitions reshaped Europe. However, amidst the chronicles of battles and campaigns, one peculiar and lesser-known event stands out, a day when the Emperor of France was humiliated not by armies but by a seemingly innocuous horde of rabbits. This odd yet true story dates back to 1807, shortly after the signing of the Treaty of Tilsit. With hostilities temporarily ceased and Europe enjoying a brief respite from war, Napoleon decided to celebrate the peace with a hunting party. The event was planned with characteristic grandeur, a large feast was organized, and a rabbit hunt was scheduled for entertainment. However, as fate would have it, this seemingly innocuous outing would descend into utter chaos. Napoleon's chief of staff, Alexandre Berthier, was tasked with organizing the event. He spared no expense, procuring hundreds, some accounts claim thousands, of rabbits to ensure a successful hunt. However, instead of sourcing wild rabbits, Berthier acquired tame ones, which unknowingly set the stage for the bizarre spectacle to follow. On the appointed day, Napoleon, accompanied by his officers, arrived at the hunting grounds. The rabbits were released from their enclosures, and the hunt began, or at least, it was supposed to. But instead of scattering in fear, the rabbits did something entirely unexpected, they charged at Napoleon and his entourage. The spectacle was surreal. Hundreds of rabbits, driven by their domesticated instincts, mistook the emperor and his men for food providers rather than predators. Rather than fleeing, they swarmed toward the hunting party with surprising determination. At first, the officers found the situation amusing, but the humor quickly turned to alarm as the sheer number of rabbits became overwhelming. The rabbits were relentless, leaping at the legs of Napoleon and his men, climbing into their carriages, and swarming their horses. Napoleon himself attempted to fend them off with a riding crop, but the furry assailants showed no fear. His soldiers tried to intervene, but the sheer number of rabbits rendered their efforts futile. Faced with this unexpected and adorable assault, Napoleon had no choice but to retreat. He and his entourage fled to their carriages, but the rabbits were undeterred, chasing the emperor as he made his escape. Some accounts claim the determined bunnies even climbed onto the carriages, refusing to give up their pursuit. This peculiar event, though largely forgotten by mainstream history, offers a humorous glimpse into a lighter moment of Napoleon's life. The man who had brought Europe to its knees was, for a brief moment, humbled by a horde of rabbits. The incident serves as a reminder that even the most powerful figures in history are not immune to the unexpected twists of fate, or the peculiarities of nature. So, why did this happen? Historians theorize that the tame rabbits, accustomed to being fed by humans, mistook Napoleon and his party for caretakers bearing food. Their domestic instincts overpowered their natural flight response, leading to the comical and chaotic scene that unfolded. Though it may seem trivial, the story of Napoleon and the rabbits endures as a curious anecdote that contrasts sharply with the otherwise somber and grandiose narrative of his life. It is a moment of levity in an era defined by war, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of power. For a man as serious and determined as Napoleon, this bizarre incident offers a reminder that even emperors can be bested by the most unexpected opponents, even if they're covered in fur and hopping on four legs. Would this episode have been recorded differently if it had involved a more ferocious adversary? Perhaps. But the charm of this tale lies in its absurdity, proving that history is not always as serious as it seems. Napoleon, the conqueror of Europe, might not have been stopped by armies, but for one unforgettable afternoon, he was outmaneuvered by an army of rabbits.